If you're fast approaching age 65, you likely know by now you've got some really big decisions coming up, some choices that you have to make for things that are going to be with you literally the rest of your life. And the biggest of them all is Medicare. We need to understand exactly how our health insurance is going to work in our senior years, because that's when it's really most important. So I'm going to go through right now, if you're about to turn 65, the different kind of scenarios. Some people come into Medicare at 65, some people don't come into Medicare at 65. So let's talk a little bit about exactly what those choices are. And I'm Keith Armbrecht, founder of Medicare on Video. I help people across the country make the right Medicare choices. I can absolutely help you. If you stay till the end, I'll show you how to download my free book, Medicare Made Clear, a terrific resource to keep on your computer, on your iPad, for now and in the future. It just has everything you need to know about Medicare, plus it has all videos and links and everything else you need right in the book, and it's free. I'll give it to you right at the end of the video. So right now, let's talk about when we're turning 65. So a couple of different scenarios can happen, and a lot of people in the old days that was kind of automatic retirement time. Let's work to age 65, retire, go on Social Security, and that's the end of work for us for the rest of our lives. But things change. So a lot of people these days don't retire at age 65. A lot of people don't want to retire at age 65. So two different kind of scenarios. So starting off first, if you choose to continue to work past age 65, things you need to know, things you need to do, things you don't want to do. So in regards to Medicare, so if we're going to stay at our employer and we have good group health insurance, and we're with a large employer where they pay for a lot of that good group health insurance, you'll likely want to stay on that plan, and that's perfectly okay. So in that situation, you don't need to do anything. What you don't want to do is you do not want to start Medicare Part B, because Medicare Part B is a trigger later on when you retire at age 68, 72, whatever it may be. It makes it like you're turning 65. So when you come into Medicare, you have an open door. You can do anything you want and there aren't any questions. But if you have your Part B started, number one, there's a premium to it. So you don't want to pay for it if you don't need it. And then number two, it takes that trigger away and it makes things more complicated later on. So if you're going to stay at work, you're with a large employer, more than 20 employees, and you have good health insurance, and understand, we need to understand what good health insurance is. Most health plans today at work have bigger deductibles, like $1,000 or $2,000, and they can be expensive unless your employer is paying a large part of it. So if you're at a place where you don't have a great insurance plan and they aren't paying for a significant part of it, and it still costs you significantly, you'd likely want to come off of that and go into Medicare. So Medicare overall for most people is going to cost less than $300 a month, and it's going to have terrific benefits. I'll explain a little bit in the rest of this video on the different choices, but so think of it in that avenue that when you go into Medicare, it's really going to be up front about $300, less than $300 a month, but really good benefits, probably better than what you have at work right now. So those are things to understand. And again, if you want to just give us a call, fill out the form on my website, we can walk through it and make sure that you're making the right choice. That's exactly what we do. So if you work for a smaller employer and maybe they have health insurance, don't have health insurance, and if they're less than 20 employees, you're almost certainly going to want to come off of that and go into Medicare, because Medicare would be primary. A little complicated. I have a video on it. If you search on my YouTube channel, you can just search for working, and I have a video on working past age 65 that explains it a little bit better. And again, we help with that, so just make sure to just contact us and we'll walk through it specifically to you. So that's kind of the one avenue if you're going to continue to work past age 65. Now, if you're going to retire at age 65, maybe you're already retired, also coming off of Social Security disability. If you've been on disability for a number of years, when you turn 65, it resets the clock for everything as well. So it's just like regular turning 65. So you want to absolutely change things. If you're on Social Security disability and you're going to turn 65, absolutely take a look, because things are much cheaper, much more choice, and things of that nature. But for the regular folk that are turning age 65, gonna retire, already retired, and you're coming into Medicare. So you're gonna start your Part A, gonna start your Part B. It starts on the first of the month that you turn 65. So if you turn 65 on June 20th, your Medicare will start on June 1st. So important to understand that, because you don't want to miss your timelines for sure. And you want to do this stuff well ahead of time, 2-3 months ahead of time, to be able to get your Medicare number for one and just have everything in place so that when your date comes, it's automatically going to start and you don't have to worry about anything. So, and again, we walk you through all that. So you're going to start your Part A, you're going to start your Part B. Now, Part B does have a premium, and it runs in the, right now, it's going to go down a little bit this year, so about the $160 mark a month. So when you come into Medicare, that surprises some people that there's a cost to Medicare Part B, but it's going to be that cost no matter what you choose in Medicare. So when you come into Medicare, you've got one big choice there. You choose either to stay on original Medicare, which is A and B, or you choose to have a Medicare Advantage plan. So Medicare Advantage plans are all the TV commercials that you see, everything that you get in your mailbox. Primarily, the majority of all that is Medicare Advantage. They are selling, and they try to make it look as pretty as possible. And if you watch any of my other videos, you know I'm not a fan of Medicare Advantage. I would not choose Medicare Advantage myself. I would not recommend Medicare Advantage. So I don't even offer Medicare Advantage. And primary reason for that, with original Medicare, A and B, there aren't any decisions being made on your health care. The Medicare doesn't either approve or deny whatever your doctor recommends. If your doctor recommends something and it's medically necessary, Medicare covers it. On a Medicare Advantage plan, it's different. They can pre-approve or they can deny, even though your doctor says it's something that you need. So that's absolutely something that I would not want to give up, is my freedom to choose and do what I want to do. The other big reason that I would not choose a Medicare Advantage plan is on original Medicare, you can go to any doctor, any hospital, anywhere in the country. There's no network. You can literally go anywhere you want as long as they accept Medicare. You don't have to ask permission. On a Medicare Advantage plan, they generally work within a network. And they have a network of doctors, a network of hospitals, and you pretty much have to stay within that network. Some of them show that they have out-of-network benefits, but usually the cost is prohibitive. In other words, it's very expensive, and you would pretty much never go out of network because the cost would be too high. So for me, I would absolutely choose to stay on Medicare A, Medicare B, have a Medicare supplement plan that covers what A and B do not, and then also you would likely have a Medicare drug plan. So all that together literally generally comes up less than $300 a month. On a Medicare Advantage plan, it might be less than that. Some of them have premiums, some of them have no premiums. The lower the cost up front, the more restrictive they are. So keep that in mind as well. But from a freedom point, a flexibility standpoint, absolutely original Medicare A and B is the way to go. So when you come in at age 65, it's going to start on the first of the month that you turn 65. You're going to sign up for A, you're going to sign up for B. If you're drawing Social Security, they will take your Medicare Part B premium out of your Social Security check. If you are not drawing Social Security, they're going to send you a bill. This is also important to understand. It surprises a lot of people. When they send you a bill, if you're not taking Social Security, they send a quarterly bill. So you're going to be paying 3 months at a time. So that can be kind of shocking to some people. And again, doesn't matter if you're on a Medicare Advantage or on original Medicare, you're always going to pay your Part B premium. So it's important to understand that as well. So that kind of gives you an idea on what's going to happen when you turn 65, whether you're going to retire and come into Medicare, whether you're going to stay at work and come into Medicare, or whether you're going to stay at work and stay on your employer group plan. And again, we walk you through all that. We make it as easy as possible. You know, I kind of tend to look at it like when I go to my accountant. I don't want him to explain everything to me. I want him to tell me what I should do. And that's exactly what we'll do. I'll share with you exactly what I would do if I were in your situation, and we make it as easy as possible. Now, if your choice is to stay with original Medicare, like I certainly recommend, I would absolutely appreciate if you allow us to help you. That's how I make my living. I find the best Medicare supplement in your zip code for the best price. And that's what we're looking for, is value. So important thing to understand is I'm a broker. I'm not an insurance agent. So I don't work for any particular insurance company. I have access to all of them, and we shop between them and find the best value in your zip code. So it's important to understand that you also want someone that has access really to everything that's out there, so that we aren't locked in when it may not be the best value. So we'll find either the best plan G, the best plan N. Sometimes a high deductible plan makes a lot of sense, but whatever it is, it's going to be what's right for you. So I hope you'll allow us to help you, and we'll do everything we can to make it as simple and as easy as possible. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm going to show you right now how to download my book, Medicare Made Clear. You'll absolutely find that helpful. Take just a minute and do that. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you found it very helpful. A couple of other things that you'll find very helpful is, first, download a copy of my free book, Medicare Made Clear. I put a lot of time, a lot of effort into this book. You'll find it very helpful for everything that you need for Medicare now and in the future. It has videos in the book, has all the links that you need for signing up and everything else that you'll need going forward. So take just a minute, go to medicareonvideo.com/free book. You can download it right now and save it on your computer. You'll have it for now and in the future. And then down the road, when it's time to renew your Medicare supplement plan, we always want to shop around. So every year, it makes sense to do a Medicare price check. And I have a website specific to that, www.medicarepricecheck.com, where we will compare your current plan and see if we can get the same plan at a lower price. And a lot of times we can do that. So it makes sense to visit medicarepricecheck.com every year. We'll do a quick comparison, let you know if it makes sense, and then we take it from there. I hope you found all this helpful. Have a fantastic day. Hey, don't go anywhere. These are some of my most recent videos right here. You can also find the link right below this video to download my book, Medicare Made Clear, absolutely free. You can also subscribe to my channel right here. So please, download my book, watch some videos, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.